onto a stand. Bring your feet hip distance apart from one another. So at hip distance, you have got a pretty solid base happening because you want your foundation to be steady. But if you don't feel quite steady at hip distance, you could take your feet wider than hip distance. And then bring your hands down by your sides, your palms face forward. And start with the eyes open, just resting your eyes on something steady. Feel the feet pressing down into the ground. And the crown of your head, this sense of lengthening, of reaching up. Even if you can't physically see the change, you feel this internal shift of getting taller. And then you can explore this same shape, closing the eyes. Maybe you can start to notice the natural rocking or swaying that happens in your body. And so as we move into this balancing sequence, we're just constantly going to be making one tiny adjustment after the next to find, where our center is, because it's constantly going to be changing. So without moving your feet, you're just going to start to do a little weight shifting. So shifting the weight forward and back. Yeah, without picking up the heels or the balls of the feet. Just shifting the weight forward and back. Finding that comfortable place to catch yourself, where it doesn't feel scary. Notice how you use your core to stabilize. Good. And then same thing here. You'll keep the feet flat. And now you're just going to start to shift left foot to right foot. Back and forth. Maybe you notice there's one side that you favor. Like if you were standing in place, that would be the side that you rest most of your weight on. And now we're going to put those two things together. So the rocking forward and back and the side to side by moving in a circle. So feet stay flat. And if you start to feel like it's a little too wobbly, you can always take one hand to a wall, or if you have something in front of you, a chair, a desk, you can set your hand there. Just exploring, finding balance, while also being in, a place of fluidity, a dynamic shape. Good. And then change directions. So moving in a circle in the other way. And then back into the center. And from here, we're just going to do simple heel raises. And just because the movement is simple doesn't mean that we're going to feel balance in it. It just means that it's there's only one basic cue for it. And so a heel raise is a heel raise. You'll come up to your tippy toes and back down. Tippy toes, back down. And if you get here and you find that immediately you're losing your balance, you do one at a time. Lift the right heel, lift the left heel, back and forth, or both heels at once. This can also start to be a really great calf workout. Couple more. Good. And then from here, you're going to lift the heel and then lift back, or bring the weight back into your heels and lift your toes. So heels up, toes up, heels up, toes up, heels up, toes up, or one at a time. Right heel up, right toe up, left heel up, left toe up, right heel, right toe, left heel, left toe, both at the same time. Again, if you need the wall or something stable next to you, just because you put your hand on something doesn't mean you're not practicing balancing. It means you're making an adjustment so that you can balance. Yeah, that's all that balance is, just a series of tiny adjustments that we're making over and over again. And release. Good. From here, we're going to come into tree pose. So tree is like probably one of the most common yoga poses that, when you see it in a magazine or whatever. You're going to take your right foot and you're going to bring it to your left thigh or your calf, or you can kickstand the right set of toes and bring your hands to your chest or to your hips, or you can take your arms out, however you need to feel the most balance. The only place you really don't want your right foot is to press into your left knee. So above the knee or below the knee. Just feel how the left base, it wiggles and shifts so that you can stay standing. Good. And then release. And shake your left leg out. Roll your ankle. And this is even a balancing pose, right? Good. And then when you're ready, you'll change sides. So bringing the left foot either to your thigh, calf, or you kickstand the right set of toes. The hands can be out. They can be at your chest. And if you get to a place where, you feel in balance, it's always great to just add a little to ourselves, and, we can humble ourselves quickly by closing the eyes. And when we close the eyes, you take one thing out and changes the whole experience. So find the place where you need to be. And release. So we'll come into another one-legged balancing shape. And again, here, feel welcome to use something in front of you to get extra support, but you're going to shift the weight into your left foot. And then you're going to start to take the right heel back. And maybe this is as far as it goes, or maybe the toes stay on the ground. Maybe you take your hands in front of you to rest it on something. And you start to lift the right leg up as high as you can take it, to where you feel something interesting happening in your body. You get the sense that you are practicing balancing. And release. And then you'll change sides. And the body isn't symmetrical. Things shift from side to side. And so our experience on one side will be completely different often than the other side. And release. Take your feet out wide. This isn't a balancing pose, but we're just going to rest now in a forward fold. Take your hands to the ground and let your head and your neck go. Feeling the support of having both your feet and your hands on the ground. And then roll up to stand. Bring your feet together. And then feet are hip distance apart. And we're ending right back where we started in mountain pose. So palms face forward. Feet rooted down. Crown of the head reaching tall. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Thumbs to your forehead. And Nama is name. Stay is same. My name is your name. We are all the same. We bow forward together and say Namaste.